not letting it up. Oh, that is sensational. Has he done enough, Foxes? Oh, that is a big spin. Here we go then, for the final time in Season 3.
And it's lights out and away we go!
We are away, Foxes! Let's see how this all plays out. Oh, is the Ferrari going to get swung? There's a little bit of contact, a few cars going wide at the opening few corners. Wow, there's a car going extremely wide. Was that the Red Bull of Hansen, I think, having to get really wide off circuit. Callum Ultra, though, has missed out the Storm Twister on the opening few corners. Those soft tyres need to do their absolute utmost to claim that back.
Yeah, Callum Ultra, obviously the unfortunate part of that, obviously Mercy got pinched by Storm and Callum Ultra. Callum Ultra was on the outside of that group of three. The Storm Twister was ducking in onto the underneath. I don't think they either expected the Mercy to be sort of bang in the middle there. And it's very, very rare that you see two cars make it through turn one, let alone three. That was never going to work.
Wow, but, what a start!
Yeah, what a start. Obviously, Mercy, the big loser, he's down 6. Big winner is the UK Assassin from the back of the grid. He's up to P10, so a solid start for him. Ellis is up 2 into P5 as well.
It's good news for Ellis. There's a championship fight between MK2 Ellis and Mertzy. So Mertzy missing out. You can see on your screen 6 positions lost before the end of lap 1. So Ellis now up into P5. Those points are going to jump him up a place in this Drivers' Championship. Hansen pits. So does Mertzy. So does Dutch Dirt. Can you push hards all the way to the end? It's going to be a tough ass. Maybe hards and softs for the final few laps. I think that's going to have to be the way that these guys go. Goes on to mediums, does Hansen, as does Dutch. Mertzy with the wing change as well, mediums for him.
On Storm, very clinically done into the hairpin, one of the strongest overtaking opportunities on the track. It's difficult to do because it's the preceding corner is very, very hard to stay close. I say it's a blind.
Oh, Storm!
Left-hander.
Oh, Storm!
Oh, is he gone?
He managed to hold it, but my goodness me. So nearly lost it and ended up collecting a couple of drivers. Oh, no, he's gone. Oh, there's been a touch. Oh, there was a little wheel bag with the Mercedes.
He had a run on Mello up the hill. Was more entitled to stick his nose in, and Mello's just turned in as if he wasn't there. Very, very unfortunate there for Storm.
Finds himself now in P9, but he is on medium tyres. As we said, not a lot of difference in the delta between them. So we'll be keeping an eye and see how he works his way back up through the field. Meanwhile, these top 3 are now back in position as they started. The gap at the front on medium tyres is up to 1.9 seconds. It just seems this is a circuit built for exotic. Just seems very, very comfortable here, but pressure is a funny little demon. We've all been in pressure situations,
and there's a lot of places around here that can kill you if you start taking liberties with them.
This is it. Callum Ultra is in DRS range of Fresh Agent, so no doubt he's going to get his opportunity to mount an overtake and get up into P2, but Adrian wants as many points as possible. I'm sure he's not going to be making it too easy for Ultra. Meanwhile, look at this from Mr. Ellis. Mr. assists off, looking rather comfortable in P4. Such smooth steering input, smooth with the throttle. I mean, it is an absolute pleasure to watch, it must be said. Black Mercedes as well. Are Mercedes sticking with the black livery this year? Or are they going back to silver? I'm not sure. We'll I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to be. I hope to find out. I'm not sure when their reveal date is, actually. but I'm eager to find out. Exactly, Sport. Still a long time to go. 33 laps long is this race. We are currently on lap number 4, which has already flown by the way. Callum Ultra, I think, having a little bit of a look on Fresh Agent. Down into after the DRS. Doesn't get it done. But this is the thing. You're looking to be aggressive on those softs, but at the same time, there's a little bit of tyre management. Because you don't want to burn them up too fast. Although you know you're going to be looking to go onto hard tyres, it's a balancing act. It really is. But just look at the pace that Exotic's got on medium tyres. Is that ABS proving to be a significant advantage for him here? Maybe so. Wicked Moss in the chat. A bit of both, a silver fading into black. I hope that would be cool. That would be really cool to see. Cannot deny. A little bit of a hybrid of the two liveries. Oh, is he going to make the move? DRS is wide open. Oh, it's straight forward as you like. Moves back to the racing line. Job done for Callum Ultra. His agent goes extremely wide there. No doubt he's going to be wanting to get a move done again in this next DRS straight. He's going extremely wide, his agent. My goodness me. Not able to get the job done though. Storm Twister with the first of the time penalties. Let's have a look a little bit further back then. We've got both the Mercedes cars next to each other. MK2S and Mellow Cover. Solid performance from him. Currently in P5. But Toad Carrot just starting to breathe down their necks a little bit. Could turn into a spicy battle. Now, one thing that we have done during the course of this season is talk about quite a lot of the drivers up and down the grid. We've spoken about the improvements that both the Ferrari drivers have had in Mertzi and Agent. Again, Mellow Cover, Ellis as well. I think Hansen certainly stepping up. But there's a lot of incredible talent. Another one that has really stood out for me, unfortunately, right now, is down in P13 and struggling to get back into the points. But cannot take away how important Dutch Dirt has been, not just to Callum Ultra's driver championship campaign, but
Carrot's making a move on Mellow.
Oh, his job done. Oh, is he going to run wide? No, he keeps it clean. Keeps it very clean. Yeah. More than decent. Hell, we're going to stay with it. We'll stay with it.
Went semi-defensive into turn 3.
Oh, Mellow's got a great exit.
To get the run. He's got the run.
Oh, is he lunging? Oh, he's going to brake late. Oh, he's on the inside. Switch back. Oh, that's so good. They're side by side, but Mellow is going to become his corner. Oh, they give this space brilliantly. They're side by side. Oh, that is just superb. Oh, that is spectacular racing from the both of them. Things we love to see when watching these Bluefoxx races. I think
we know one clip that's going to be in the season 4 intro video.
Wow,
incredible.
Yeah, I think you might be right with that one. I've got a funny feeling you might be right with that one. Sensational, great stuff from the both of them. Jedi, good to see you in here. No, it's not. It's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on going.
Not as close this time. But the DRS is so powerful down here.
Is it enough? I'm going to go on board.
You see.
Oh, wow, look how strong that is. Oh, my goodness me, he's flying.
Yeah, it's done before the corner this time. Yeah, I thought he was a little bit, I wasn't sure he was a bit closer.
Not even had to think about it. Not even had to give that a second thought. Breeze past. Wow.
Can reply.
See what the man's got.
Mellow's a little bit further away than he was last time, so no hero.
It's not as long as well. You're not quite getting the same run up before the DRS zone.
And I think what's helped Carrot out is obviously they're now a lot closer to Ellis as well.
Yeah.
I don't think Carrot had the defence of the DRS on the previous lap, but they're actually both closing in on the back of MK2 Ellis.
100%.
So Carrot quite at the moment he's in an Alfa Romeo Field Mercedes sandwich.
Not the worst place to be, it must be said. But see, Ellis, we're on board with Ellis. You can just see the front runners a little bit further ahead. Agent is still in that DRS zone with Callum Ultra. I mean, It's still all to play for between these two, but Ultra needs to start trying to bring that gap to Exotic down. But he's going to have to pit at some point. So what is it, about 21 laps, wasn't it, for that hard tyres would last? So we're looking lap 12 or so for
interestingly enough, Mello not making an impression on Carrot. I imagine there's a preset difference. Yeah, I'd imagine there's a preset difference. He was a lot closer than Carrot had been on the previous lap.
Maybe.
And didn't make anywhere near the gain. Oh, Carrot bit squiggly through the blind left-hander of turn 4. Mello can't capitalise though. Again, I think it's the preset difference that's keeping Carrot good here. He may start attacking Ellis in a second, and as you well know, one of the most difficult positions that you can find yourself in on track is when you're caught in that kind of attack versus defence mindset. Let's see how Carrot handles it. Hansen has made a lovely move on Callum Renix. Renix
bit back and
forth. Hard for it though.
Oh, it's hards versus mediums.
That's Hansen's corner.
Oh, who is going to get the DRS? Renix is going to get it. He's going to have the... Oh, he's going to be forced to go all the way around the outside on those hard tyres. That is not easy, but I tell you what, he makes it work. Fabulous.
Yeah,
driving from both again.
When you put yourself on the outside, you're getting asked to get run off the road, but Hansen gave him the space on the exit.
Again, things that we love to see between these drivers. This is why we pick them.
First one is in the box, Blue. First one is in the box, and it's the Carrot.
Are they really? Let's have a look and see what he's going for. Can only imagine it's the hard tyres. Yeah, had to be, didn't it? Absolutely had to be the hard tyres.
I love this call from Carrot, though. He's put the Mercedes in an awful position because he's guaranteed to undercut one of them.
Well, this is it. Who's going to blink first? I mean, I'm not sure if they're in a party. I'm not sure how many team orders are happening between the two of them, but I'm intrigued to see who blinks first out of the two.
Oh, it's MK2 Ellis has the call on strategy at the moment, unless Mello wants to do something about it.
Does indeed. Oh, look at that. A bit of sunshine on circuit.
They can't be taking too much time off them because, as I say, it's just going to be an easy undercut for Carrot, and Carrot's going to be in a pretty stable 4th place. So it'll be interesting to see which one of the Mercedes reacts here.
Dutch Dirt again, blessed Dutch Dirt, a little bit of a lonely race. A bit further back, I'm not quite sure. I mean, neither of them have gone for it. Fresh Agent has.
Agent has though.
Okay, got to be surely a simple stop for medium tyres. Oh, potentially banking on a late safety car. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Is he going to come out ahead of UK Assassin? No, Assassin will get the jump. Okay, Agent finds himself down in P7 then. Some of the drivers then yet to pit. You again see it on your screen. Those that have stopped. Mellow Cover and Storm Twister now with time penalties. How important is that going to be? Oh, Mellow now getting really close to his teammate. How long? Is there going to be some team orders there? Does Mello need to get past Ellis? Oh, Ellis has gone extremely wide. Oh, surely Mello is going to get the DRS and indeed the run. But it all depends at what point they're going to pull the trigger and choose to box.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Callum Ultra, 5.6 seconds behind. He's coming into the pit lane. Assassin with the penalty. Neither Mercedes
still staying out.
Oh my god! I thought one of them would try it just to change things up a little bit and try a few different strategies. But Mello wants points. See, Mello right now is outside of the top 10 and needs a solid points finish to automatically qualify for season 4.
Callum Ultra has pulled the trigger. He's also gone to the medium tyres. I
think that is the right call, quite frankly. You see a few 3-second penalties, although Fresh Agent is right behind him again. My goodness me. What's going to happen here? Oh, is Agent going to have a little look? No, he thinks better of it. It's a good exit. Now, here's the thing. Ultra is all assists off, so driving impeccably, it must be said. Ooh, slight wobble from Agent on the exit.
Yeah, put Assassin on behind him. He had a big wobble as well.
It is so close. Let's have a look then at some of this tyre details, so you can see who is on what, how long they have been on each particular tyre as well. Storm Twister holding on those 10-lap-old
First
ones.
Merc is in, Blue. Mello's had enough of his teammates'
He's finally had it. I think he's going to go mediums.
He led that lap, didn't he? So he's dived into the bits.
Makes sense. I know he's got the time penalty as well, but makes sense for him to box and start his fight in the midfield. Question is, he's coming out about the same time. No, Assassin will get the run. Is he going to get ahead of Fury? Not quite. Slots into that gap between Fury and Carrot. With Carrot on 2-lap-old hard, okay, there's definitely a bit of a difference in the delta, but I'm starting to wonder. Oh, Assassin's round! Oh, Assassin is round. He's got a 5-second penalty. Needs to get back on circuit. Now, there is a car on the way. He's safe to do so in a moment. Waiting for his teammate to move.
Very well done by Assassin.
As always, waiting for the right opportunity. 11-lap-old softs. Maybe that is a sign for him to hit the button and head on into the pit lane. Hansen, meanwhile, has boxed and gone on to brand new softs. Okay. Interesting. I like it. Meanwhile, Exotic is staying out. I think Ellis is now pitting as well. I'm intrigued to see what Ellis does here. Is he going to go hards or mediums? It looks like he's going medium tyres as well.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So, essentially, is people not really kind of listening to some of the strategicals? Soft, medium, arguably the hardest. Maybe banking on a bit of a safety car towards the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Mello is going to get a run here. Oh my goodness me! Oh, that was so close behind. You have people coming out of the pit lane with MK2LS, and then 3 cars are going to hit that apex.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious me. Fury, though, does get a time penalty for pushing the track limit.
Ellis has promptly filled that race suit. Fair to say.
That's probably, yeah, okay, that's one way to put it. We'll put it politely like that. My goodness me, that was close. I do not think the camera angle that we were seeing quite did it justice. How close that was. That could have ended in curtains.
The undercut not quite worked out for Carrot as he'd hoped. He's been held up behind Toxic. So he's obviously then missed out on. Well, technically he's jumped Ellis, hasn't he? But he has also been jumped by Mello himself.
Fresh Agent as well has gotten past Ultra again. Is this another sign
we have
with all things assist?
We've got MK2 Ellis's race engineer has jumped into the chat, and he's currently said on a voice chat with Ellis, can confirm he shot himself.
Can confirm. Man, absolutely. Love it. Love to hear it. It's what it's about. It's all about keeping the drivers on their toes, isn't it? Callum Ultra, though, needs to get past Agent.
Oh, this is brave from Ellis. What a move around the outside of Toxic in turn 1.
Outside? Okay. All right, Ellis. Okay. Ellis is starting to make some moves.
Flex on him as he goes past.
Well, Toad Carrot ahead of him is on hard, so he's going to have the tyre advantage. Needs to make it work out. Exactly so. And the more Ultra and Agent fight, the more Exotic is able to clear that gap at the top. It's 25 seconds, which is, I think, essentially a free pit stop. So what is he going to go on to? Is it going to be a medium hard finish for Exotic, or will he look to push these mediums as much as he can? Really intrigued to see what he feels most comfortable with in terms of strategy. Ultra's now got back past Agent. You can see on your screens. We're sticking with MK2 Ellis though, because something tells me some DRS here, a nice little blip of Urs, and he should get the run. Tunable Shane is throwing out the bit tonight. I saw your message as well. Good to hear that she's going to be home on Saturday.
Here's Ellis's move on Carrot.
Oh, it's just breeze.
Done before the
An
corner.
absolute breeze. How strong. The Carrot, little wobble. Oh, I saw that. Definite little wobble on the exit of turn 2. Mertzy still driving like a trooper in P7. Those 12-lap old mediums doing him well. He'll be able to keep on going for a good while longer. Storm Twister then, brand new sauce for him. Is he going to get a run on Renix? Don't think he's going to be able to get it done here. Oh, I mean, he had a little look. Rather interesting. We've got two guys with sometimes some of the trickiest connections. So it's going to be interesting to see how they race each other tonight. Toxic Fury on those hards. Just pitted. He should be relatively comfortable in going all the way to the end of the race. As is Assassin. Oh, Hansen. Oh, no. We had a little... well, we just about switched over to Hansen and getting it wrong. Turn 4 and 5. Those tyres are no doubt going to be a little bit hot. Needs are gonna have to work just to cool them off a little bit. But he will have to box again. Look at this gap now, though. My goodness me, 28 seconds to Exotic up in P1. Even if he pits, I'm not sure. By the time the Ultra and Agents mediums are kind of, the amount of degradation on it. Okay, let's say you're Exotic right now. How are you playing it, AJ? Are you going to box right now with a free pit stop and put on hard to the end?
I'd play it safe. I know the hards are going to get me there. If any form of safety car comes out, I know I'm at the front of the queue. I can make my decision. But knowing that I've only got to fit into P4 at the moment, is it a disaster if Ultra and Agent pass me? No. It's just a case of being safe. But when does ever Exotic play safe, as he demonstrates by picking soft tyres?
This is it. He's thrown caution to the wind. So he's gone half race distance on mediums, and I mean, to go half race distance on softs, maybe he's relying and banking on the fact that probably Ultra and Agent are going to have to box again, and he could get away with a double soft run. That might be what he's thinking. Looking to take maybe a bit of a clean sweep in the final race of the season. Fastest lap, the race win, and potentially the championship. Because, who knows, maybe some mysterious footage could be beamed in during the stewards' review and minus 50 points. You never know.
You never know.
You never ever know.
Not looking good for Alpine though in the Constructors. Dutch struggling. He's down in P11.
He is indeed.
He's gaining rapidly on Toxic for P10, but as we said before, P10 is not good enough.
It's not. It needs at least a P8, P9, I think. I think probably a P7.
Yeah.
Oh, even P7. Oh, man.
He needs if Exotic doesn't get the fastest lap, but considering that Exotic is one of the only guys on soft tyres, it's pretty safe to assume that that's going to happen.
I think Storm Twister holds it at the minute, but I think we can expect,
so if Exotic
that changing.
Does get the fastest lap back,
which
needs P7. If he doesn't manage to take it off Storm, he needs P8, but Storm is currently sitting in P8, so Dutch needs to get up around kind of Mertzy and Storm in terms of area, and he's about a pit stop behind at the moment, unfortunately.
It's not looking good for Alpine's Constructors bid whatsoever. Storm Twister and Mertzy having a good battle. Oh, Mertz! Oh, Mertzy just about keeps it out of the wall. He's going to have A car approaching rather fast behind. You've got Hansen in P13. Not far behind. Oh, a little bit of a spin from Mertzy then puts him down to lap 9. It is a full virtual. Interesting. A virtual safety car. Now, it doesn't really change too much by way of the race outcome, but sometimes a well-timed VSC can make the difference if you are needing a pit stop. So maybe if they just hung on for a lap or two later, wow, that could have been a real freebie. I don't know, if I'm Exotic now, little virtual safety car pit for mediums, go all the way to the end. Maybe.
Agent's done it, but I think Agent was the cause of the VSC. He lost a lot of time to Ultra, and he is in the pits for a new nose.
And it is.
Brand new set of mediums for Agent, so he's good to the end.
More than good to go to the end. It is. Agent Wing. Does Exotic go to the mediums? Why not? Well, this is the thing. It's arguably a bit of a freebie for him. Whereabouts is he on circuit? So he's already gone round. He's choosing to stay out. It's a bit of showmanship, but wow. All it takes is one mistake. It's quite a lengthy virtual safety car, this, right now.
A couple of these corners can catch him out as well. He needs to be very careful on the Delta. He can't afford a drive-through right now.
Wow, could you imagine? Could you imagine?
And as we say, drive-through, bang. There goes Callum Renix.
Indeed.
Under the VSC.
That's going to help Dutch.
Gonna help Dutch, absolutely.
He's pitting now for medium, so he's gonna be comfortable all the way to the end of the race. Okay, so in terms of stops, there you go. Dutch Dirt has done his 2 stops. Alrighty, so Assassin now gets past. So you got Assassin and Fury ahead of him on hard tyres. Renix is in P9. And Storm Twister has pitted. So there's potential here. There is potential here for Dutch Dirt in a blaze of glory to get some solid points here and help in the Constructors bid. Well, we're going to have to wait and see. Enthralling little finish to this race then. We've got 13 laps to go.
Down, though, Blue. He's needing maybe another pit stop, or coming from sort of Mertzy, Storm, Toxic in front of him. Toxic he could probably catch on track, but he's certainly needing another pit stop from Mertzy, Storm to have a chance.
I think Storm will be happy. Mertzy is absolutely going to have to pit at some point, 100%. But look at some of these gaps here. The closest fight at the moment is between the 2 Ferrari drivers as Exotic takes the fastest lap of 1:18.650. Currently your fastest time. Now Agent surely has a bit of fun. If I was right now, I'd be quite excited to be Agent. You've got brand new mediums. You go to the end. You've got the guy on 10 lap old hards ahead of you. Could be interesting. Meanwhile, let's have a look at some of the penalties. Mellow Cover is P3, but has 6 seconds worth of penalties. There is the pit stop information. So Hansen forced to do 3 stops. Dutch Dirt, Callum Renix, Storm Twister, and Fresh Agent both done 2 stops. All other drivers just the 1. So with Exotic on that 1 stop from mediums to softs, he will have to box again. It's a question of when he chooses to pull the trigger. Again, that position change. A lot of drivers are up a few places. Agent currently one of the biggest losers with 4 places. Same as Storm Twister. Wow. 2 drivers we were certainly bigging up in qualifying, put in some spectacular laps, but just not materialized into the race I'm sure that they were imagining. But still, solid work from the Ferraris. Let's talk. Okay, whilst we're on board with it, let's have a quick chat about the Ferraris. Now, we've spoken about them individually, but they are the first team where they are a literal relation. They are indeed cousins, so they're able to play the team tactic game, so to speak. And we did talk about them. We did say that we both had an eye on them. Obviously, Mertzi with that race win in Australia, I should say, in season 2. But ever since we've moved on to F1 2021, strong drivers. They've really seemingly taken to the game, shown huge improvements from where they were on the previous game. And look at this now. How genuinely competing for solid points and positions in the Bluefoxx F1. What? Arguably one of the biggest standout performers for you?
I think so. I mean, I say we knew they were going to be good. I say from when the game came out, they were both looking very quick from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Given the progress they both made last season as well, I don't think it's a surprise to anybody. And as I said, like, I can't believe that we had to wait until Canada to call
wow,
Fresh
this
Agent
is
winning a
it.
race. I'm surprised we haven't had Mertzi win a race this year.
That's true.
But such as the dominance of CRT Matt early on.
Hard for anyone to win when you're on that. Yeah, I agree with that. There was a little bit of bad luck for both of them, I think, in the opening half of the season. But as someone, I know you've raced in some leagues. I know I have too. You naturally do feel that pressure with league racing, but a couple of good performances like they've been stringing together in the last couple of races, what they can take from that, not just into sort of normal racing and lobbies, but certainly in terms of how kind of competitive they're going to feel for season 4. Huge difference. Huge difference. Oh,
yeah.
Mertzi's pitting. Mertzi going to be pitting. Soft tyres,
19 lap old mediums they were.
Fair play. Those softs should quite happily get him to the end.
That is worrying for the likes of Callum Ultra, Mello, and MK2 Ellis. If that is the lifespan of these mediums, they will not get to the end.
Mello cover currently P3, but he does have time penalty, so maybe MK2 Ellis might sneak a little podium here. Let's get some of that tyre detail up on your screens. Callum Ultra is pitting. Ooh.
The flag and set to 1. That is an Aston Martin round, so that is it Callum Rennick's round? It is. So thankfully keeps it out of the wall.
Little spinneroo.
Car.
Good to see you, Chunk. Indeed, no virtual. Oh, is this going to be close?
Callum Ultra drops behind the Mercedes boys and Toad Carrot.
It does indeed. He's on softs though.
Brand new set of softs.
It's a decent chunk of time. It's just about a pit stop length, so Ultra needs to do something special on these soft tyres right now, make up some places, and has to hope and pray that he can hold on. Something needs to happen to Exotic, it must be said. A mistake, a time penalty, because right now is looking comfortable at the front. A bit of a race of his own. As we were talking about the Ferraris, let's have a look at our P2 and P3 duo. Now, a couple of the teams have been split up with some drivers sadly not able to compete in the latter stages of the season, but we did mention this Mercedes duo. We did say not necessarily ones to look out for, but could turn up a few surprises, and I will be the first one to put my hands up and say that the both of them have surprised us, themselves, everybody that's been watching, not just with their consistency, but their point scoring and just overall performances. I think have been a level that even they might not have envisaged at the start of this season. They have been wonderfully competitive.
Absolutely. I think if you'd have told MK2 Ellis he'd be battling for a 4th place spot.
Well, yeah. Absolutely.
And I think by Mello's own admission, I think he's been a little bit loose in the first couple of seasons, a little bit rough around the edges, making silly decisions, silly mistakes. So yeah, it's a brilliant sort of improvement from the both of them, really, and it's actually come out as a really strong team.
Yeah, it is. Mello and MK2 seemed there's a nice little ring to it, but yeah, really
two
have
M
been
drivers in the M car. So
it is
proper triple M.
A triple whammy.
Yeah.
Whammy spelt with a triple M, obviously.
Absolutely.
But now the last duo that I am quite keen to speak about is indeed Mr. P2 himself, Mr. Ultra, and Dutchster. Again, when those two names got put together in the Season 3 draft, we got so excited. Obviously, we know what Callum Ultra is about. Unbelievable performer. He now has just taken the fastest lap of 1:18.625. But it's looking like it's going to be the third championship in a row that he finishes P2. Surely his time's got to come soon. Surely it's got to happen for him.
Yeah.
What a job. But again, we've mentioned it a little bit more. I think Ultra's qualifying performances have been a big factor in deciding this championship, where he's got P4s, but with a solid quali performance, easily could have turned to more consistent podium positions. What a position that would have left him in right now.
In terms of how they've performed compared to sort of where they've qualified, I think arguably there's a case for them being the strongest team on the grid.
I think certainly when it comes to the race, their performances have well exceeded anything that they've done in qualifying, for sure.
Say it just hasn't happened for them, has it? Really?
No.
It's a little bit of bad luck here and there.
This is it.
But yeah, it's cruel in a way. I say at the start of this race, Dutch had a blinder. It was up a couple of paces and then got caught up in the turn 1 nonsense. And has basically been on the back foot ever since, really. And he's kind of banking on other mistakes. And at a track where there's so many little areas that can catch you out, I mean, fair play to the guys in front of him. No one's been making mistakes, really. We've seen Rennick's round. I think we've seen Mercy round, but apart from that, everybody else has been super good, and that hasn't obviously helped Dutch, who, for all intents and purposes, he's a very smart, sensible driver, and again, another one who is sort of almost metronomic in his race, which then sort of maybe offsets his lack of speed compared to some of the guys in the lobby, but he makes up for that because he doesn't make mistakes.
100%. Starting to see how important consistency really is across the whole season. It's not the longest season length in the world. It is only 10 races. Indeed, Exotic does pit.
Yeah, if we look at the drivers, you look at in terms of if you want to be brutally honest and split it in kind of Exotics in, by the way.
He is indeed.
So he's going to come out.
Oh, hang on. Dutch is ahead. Oh no! Oh, he moves aside. Oh, I thought he may have just played a bit of a team game there. Might have just got away with it.
He's been sitting in front of Mello for a little bit. I wonder if he had to.
Because of Mello, maybe.
For maybe a third blue flag warning for Mello. I wonder if he was maybe a little bit further away from Mello, he may have not had.
Ferrari round?
To get out of the way. There's a Ferrari round. That's Agent round at turn number 3.
No damage done, thankfully.
Is
there an echo in here? We literally just said
that
word for word, by the way.
Going back to the driver's table, if you want to be brutally and put people into pace categories and consistency categories, as Carrot has a little wobble out of the hairpin, that's going to give Agent a place back. But if you want to bucket people in terms of pace drivers and consistency drivers, you've got obviously Exotic. Obviously, we've seen a couple of DNFs from him. We've seen a couple of little mistakes, so very much kind of a pace driver. We've got Callum Ultra, who's been the most consistent. Obviously, no finish lower than P4. TMS Matt showed great consistency and pace in the start 100%. Of the year. Then a couple of DNFs as he got kind of cut out. But then looking at the rest of them, say Mercy hasn't really had the consistency this year. Put him in the pace category. Ellis, you're looking at consistent driver. Agent, again, has had the pace, not necessarily the consistency in some of the races. Carrot has been very consistent but unlucky. Dutch, consistency. Leroy, consistent. Toxic has been consistent. Hasn't had the pace, but he's very much had the consistency.
Exactly.
And Blocky is pace over consistency. Mello has had a bit of both in flashes.
Absolutely.
So it's very, very... You can see how the consistency of these drivers kind of upsets
such an impact.
What you would term, the kind of, if we ranked them from fastest to slowest, we would not have the championship order that we do.
No, absolutely not. That's what makes this league so exciting. And when me and AJ sit down, we've run the trials, and we go to pick who our final grid of 20 is going to be. It's all about talent, it's all about their speed, but also we want battles up and down the grid. It's not all about just having a fantastic 2, 3, 4-way fight at the top of the grid. We want battles for P5, P6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Every single point matters, and I must admit it is what we have seen throughout the entirety of Season 3. Really have enjoyed every bit. We're now on lap 30 then. Callum Ultra now getting close to Ellis. Ellis rightfully defending strong. No doubt though at the next DRS zone, those soft tyres are going to kick in well. Love to hear it.
These mediums, this is going to be a painful last 3 or 4 laps for MK2 Ellis and Mello.
It will be Ultras on the inside. Oh, Ellis isn't giving it up. Ellis is not giving it up.
Ellis playing a Fernando Alonso role.
Oh here. My God, they touch! Oh my goodness me!
This is crucial. Every half second or every tenth that Ellis can give Mello,
well, this is it.
Could result in a Mercedes P2.
God above, that's because that wasn't tense. Woo-wee.
Can we just have a shout out for all of these guys? I don't want to see. I don't want to speak too soon and curse it. We've still got all 13 drivers running.
We do.
It would be the
no
first
safety cars.
Race of the season.
Yeah.
It would be the first race of the season without a DNF.
Wow. Or a safety car, I might add.
Or a safety car, yeah.
Quite something. Now, one thing that I do want to say as well, Foxes, is for those of you that are sat at home, maybe you're chilling out, maybe you're sat at your gaming station, bedroom, desk, wherever it may be, I cannot begin to say how thankful we are that you are sat there, you are watching, that you're enjoying every minute of this league. Myself, AJ, the entire Bluefoxx team, we work extremely hard to bring you not just the stream, but all of the amazing graphics, everything that gets put out from YouTube to editing to the moderation, everything that we do. It is very much a team effort. Whilst it's myself that you get to see, it's AJ that you get to hear. Everybody has done their bit, including you guys tuning in, waiting for that countdown to hit 0, to get hyped up. It genuinely makes it all worth doing. Me and AJ work so hard. We've changed shifts, I've rearranged meetings, I've done all sorts to make sure that I am here on Wednesdays to get this running. Okay, some things we can't get out of the way, but sincerely, for Season 3, in what has been, for me, the most intense season to watch, the most competitive, and quite frankly, I think has put the Bluefoxx F1 League a little bit higher on the F1 map. It is all for nothing if you guys do not tune in and watch it. So a huge thank you from myself for doing it. I well and truly hope that you guys do enjoy it as much as I do. I know AJ feels the same as well. But strap yourselves in, because I get the feeling we are about to crown a world champion. Here we are then.
There's no close battles on track, so let's have this as a lap of honour then.
What a season he's had.
Let's talk a little bit about this guy.
What a season.
About this guy. We haven't talked about him a lot. He's obviously found himself in the unexpected position of championship leader, obviously with sadly CRT Matt bowing out. But he hasn't let that get to him. He's literally he's kept focus all the time. He didn't have it as like an instant win. He knows how strong Ultra has been over the past sort of few seasons.
Absolutely.
And he hasn't been afforded to let up at all.
No, his foot is on the gas. He's been ultra aggressive, whether it's with strategy, whether it's pushing the limit. He's stuck to a game plan. He knows exactly what he's wanted to do, how he's gone about it. The level of confidence that the guy has is arguably second to none. And I've got to say, it's not an easy task being watching the rear wing of CRT Matt for the first half of a season, but he's taken his opportunities when it's counted. He's going to come round the final corner then. He's got an Aston Martin to deal with who is going to get out of his way, but here he comes then across the line. Provisionally, your driver's world champion is Exotic Plains race winner of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Mellow Cover crosses the line P2, but with the penalties, Callum Ultra will take P2. Mellow takes a podium finish. Wow, 21 laps on those mediums. He's made it work. Incredible from him. Ellis, what a drive from the two Mercedes cars. P3 and P4. Agent 5th. Carrot then crosses the line in P6. Some of the drivers further back cross then. My goodness me, those 6 seconds, what could have been for you, Mello? But P3, got to take a podium there. We touched it though in P11. What is that going to mean for the Constructors? Mercy crosses the line P8. Here comes Fury. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. As I said, we cannot say it officially. It will be made official at 9:30 tonight. But a light to flag a victory for Exotic Plains. That is a fantastic points haul.
Absolutely busted.
Ultra did everything. He did absolutely everything he could. It wasn't his night. It doesn't seem it was meant to be. Wow, great result for Mello though.
With regards to the prediction, because I've seen a couple of people say it already. Obviously, I will go in once the stream has ended into mod view, and I will do that
exactly
off stream.
It will be sorted off stream.
Obviously, we don't want to do it. What we don't want to do is do it now and then have the decision change. It's unlikely to, but we'll see.
There it is then, folks. You can see it, a 1:17.606, the fastest lap. A clean sweep for Exotic Plains then. Pole, fastest lap. And the race twin, Callum Ultra. A great drive from him in P2. Mellow Cover on the podium. I think a first podium for him in Season 3. Ellis, ever the performer, in P4. That finish surely going to bump him up the Drivers' Championship. Agent, Toad Carrot, Mercy, again, great recovery drive from him. Fury Storm and Callum Renix claim the final points of the season. Wow.